Alright guys, welcome back to another video, and today this is going to be my review for the Amazing Race Season 34, which I'm just on the Wikipedia page here. But anyways, the season was fine. But I think it's probably the weakest season of the Amazing Race, in my opinion. Amazing Race US, that is, since Season 26, the Blind Date season. And it's mainly because some of the cast is extremely forgettable. There are some dudes here. Let's just run through them quickly here, who I just completely forgot who they are. Don't really know who they are anymore. Or, for example, Linton and Sharik. Forgot they were even on the season. Lama and Glenda and Lamumba. Forgot they were on the season. And Quentin and Maddie. Forgot they were on. And, who are Aubrey and David? My goodness. I watched the entire season, but it really just did it never really clicked with me. And I never really enjoyed it as much as other people have. But yeah, as for the route itself, the route was quite fine. I actually enjoyed it because they went to Germany, they went to Austria, they went to Italy, they went to Jordan, they went to France, they went to Spain, they went to Iceland, and they ended up in Nashville, which I thought was pretty decent. And, the finale was probably the best episode of the season, and probably my favorite episode of the season. That is. And they tried to make it seem like the production tried to make it seem like, oh, that there's no non-elimination legs, but in this case there are non-elimination. It's basically non-elimination legs. There basically are non-elimination legs because of the mega legs. Which I basically just count the first half of the episode, the first roadblock, first detour. I count that part as a non-elimination leg, because no team went home. And I personally think Amazing Race US budget is gone down significantly to the point where there are more tasks on a Amazing Race Canada season, 3 or 4, compared to the US with only 2, or 2 at most, maybe 3. And this final task, the final finale, was pretty decent, but it really didn't stick with me. And it doesn't help that that 3 teams who I thought were going to be interesting characters went home in pretty early, somewhere the first 3 boots. Asha and Nina. I thought they were going to be decent characters. It was sad to see them go there. Tim and Rex. They were great characters over those first 2 episodes, and they were booted for the second team eliminated. And then we get Rich and Dom, who are also pretty good characters, yet completely bumped out of the can get eliminated in the mega leg. So it never really stuck with me. I never really enjoyed this season. And as you can see, the season had COVID problems as well. We had Abby and Will, who were literally pulled from the game because they had COVID. And obviously, I know why it happened. They needed an elimination, but then they basically had an elimination anyways. So it wasn't. But I don't really count flaw production for that one or anything. But anyways, let's talk about all these teams though. I'll go through each of them, give you my thoughts of what I can remember really. Asta and Nina, I liked them over that first episode, but it was sad to see them get eliminated there. Tim and Rex, like I said, pretty good characters over those first 2 episodes. Rich and Dom, pretty decent as well. Linton and Sharik, I can remember. They're the team I remember the most out of the names I don't really remember. Like, I remember their names, and that's the extent of it. And then Abby and Will, obviously, they had to leave because they were pulled from the game because of COVID. Glenda and Lumumba. I literally forgot who they were. Quentin and Maddie, forgot who they were. And then Marcus and Michael, I thought they were fine. They were fine. A fine team. And like, it was either, if they made it to the finale, I think they could have there's a possibility they could have won. Aubrey and David, after doing well in previous legs, it wasn't surprised, at least when they were eliminated there. To be honest, it was either in the back half of the season. It came down to the point where it was either Lewis and Michelle or Derek and Claire who were winning. Which, by the way, Derek and Claire were from Big Brother 23, and yeah, Lewis and Michelle. I thought they were quite boring, kind of fake characters, but they were doing well. So I thought it was either them or Derek and Claire who were going to win. Emily and Molly, I thought, Emily and Molly seemed like a pretty decent team, and obviously they did get second, but it really sucks how one of them hurt their leg. I think it was Molly, right? He hurt her leg, and it made it extremely hard for them when it came to running. And if there was ever a foot race, they were definitely going to lose. And it's still amazing how they made it this far. I believe they did win a leg. Let's check. Did they win a leg? They did win it. They won the mega leg. They were fine. They were a decent-ish team. And look, they still did pretty decent, pretty okay, even with a hurt, ish. So it was I was happy with Emily and Molly, and was hoping that they would do well, and I'm happy that they got this far. And I think there's a good chance where if they didn't hurt their leg when they were in Jordan, then there's a good chance they could have won. Maybe could have won or something like that. And obviously Derek and Claire, let's talk about them, because they were my winner pick, so I'm happy that I got my winner pick correct on that one. And I wasn't really taking this season too seriously. I remember just being really excited because I knew Derek and Claire were going to be on the season, and I really liked Derek when I watched Big Brother 23, and Claire as well. Claire was interesting as well. And obviously I had just watched weeks prior. I'd seen Derek on the compete on the Challenge USA. So he's pretty interesting, and now maybe he's gonna finish off the quadrilogy, if I'm saying that correctly, and do a Survivor, and obviously I'm happy for them. Obviously they're a good team. I was happy that they won here, and I think they're probably better than Cody and Jessica as a team. And it's kind of sad to me how Big Brother is doing better. Big Brother teams are doing better in the Amazing Race than Survivor teams. If you don't know, I'm not really a big fan of Big Brother anymore. I'm not really all for a Big Brother anymore. I'm not really a fan of it, but I'll go watch it if I feel like it. But I'm never gonna cover it again or anything. But there we go. That's pretty much all I have to say. Obviously, we do know that season 35 has filmed, so I'm guessing will probably air sometime within the latter half of the year. And once again, I do want to continue doing the Amazing Race content and doing at least one Amazing Race video at least one Amazing Race video once a month. One video per month. Maybe. And maybe more. But it's going to be interesting. Then as for other reviews, Survivor 43 review, that's going to come out. It's either it might already be out, or it's going to come out after. It'll probably come out after this review. And then Challenge Australia, I'm going to do a review for that. So that will probably come out eventually as well. But there we go. That is the video here. But yeah, that was the video. Thank you for watching.